In this video, I want to share with you my personal experience of working for almost 18 years in the insurance industry and what led me to jump in to the real estate industry after all this time. And why did I choose eXp? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about all through this video because it is based on my experiences, what I've learned, and how I knew what I was looking for as I made a move into the real estate industry with eXp Realty. Are you ready to take a kind of personal ride with me and learn even more? All right, well, let's dive in together. Hey everybody, it's your host here, David Baker, but of course you can call me Dave, once again to talk to you all about what it's like and why you are going to want to go with eXp Realty as your real estate brokerage. Now, I'm really excited about this video because I have so much to say about all of my experiences with almost 18 years in insurance and then getting into real estate. I learned so much along the way that I really knew what I wanted. And that's what I'm here for today. So before I get started, of course, if you do want to learn all about joining eXp Realty, what it's all about, why it's right for you, what are the advantages, what are the differences, the first thing you're going to want to do is tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video all about this. The other thing that's really important is I don't just want to make these videos and talk to you here. I want you to reach out to me. If you're thinking about joining eXp, or you don't know where to hang your license, or you're a brand new agent, or you're an agent that wants to make a move and grow your business, or if you have a team that you want to move, you have got to get in touch with me, okay? This experience of helping agents come on board is really near and dear to my heart. And I'm going to explain more about why that is as I tell you about all my other experiences. And that's why I'm doing this. So make sure that you send me a text message, you can send me an email, you can give me a call on the phone, or you can schedule a call with me in the link below. We can jump on a video call, we can just get on the phone and talk about things, and I'll help you come on board. And when I'm your sponsor, I want you to know about all the resources you're going to have access to because who you choose as your sponsor is really important. I've got so much energy for this video. This life decision was a huge deal for me. Let me give you a little bit of the background. I know I've told you before, but let me just give you a little more background. I know some of you watching this video already know me, and that's why you're watching this video. But for those of you who do not, let's talk. So when I was younger, whatever that might mean, I knew that my calling involved a few different things. Okay, sales. I wanted to work on commission because I wanted to be rewarded for the amount of work I put in. Okay, I didn't want to have a limited amount of income. I didn't want to keep working more and more and more and not know why I couldn't increase my income just because I was, putting the time in. And I'm willing to put the time in to any project I start on. And I think that's really important. So thirdly, I knew that I wanted to work with people. I wanted to talk to people. I didn't want to be trapped in a cubicle, in a box all day, which I know a lot of people don't mind, but I enjoy working with people. In the modern world, some of it involves talking to you like this. Some of it involves getting on video calls, but that's okay. At least we're still connected. And I wanted that connection. So those three things got my attention. What happened was one day I was at a holiday party, I believe, and I heard a guy talking about his job, and that job was insurance agent. And when he described what he was doing, I said, well, this sounds like it's for me. This sounds great, right? I love what he's doing. I want to be connected. I want to be rewarded. All the things I just mentioned, right? So what did I do? I went out and got an insurance license, and I dove right in. Now, from there, over time, I started from just working at home to building up something where I had a team of a bunch of people working with me. There were other sales agents. There were customer service reps. There was a lot going on. And I've been in multiple sides of the industry, right? I've worked directly with the retail clients. In insurance, generally you call that like an insurance agent. And I've worked with insurance agents. We call that an insurance broker or a wholesaler. The terms can be interchangeable depending on the state where you live, but I just want to give you a broad overview. Some people just call it a producer. So with that experience, I was interacting with tons of people, and I got to really learn so much about the insurance industry, obviously, after that many years, right? But what I saw became more and more frustrating over time. And that is what led me to get into real estate and to also get into real estate with eXp Realty. Now, just on a side note, I have also done business in the travel agent industry, which I thought was also very fun and very enjoyable, actually. It's very rewarding. I want to do something rewarding. And I know a lot of you work in real estate because you want to do something rewarding. Also, you like helping people find their new home or their new office. I mean, if you've ever even rented a new office, it's exciting. Or bought a commercial building. Wow. I mean, that is almost a pinnacle of achievement in a business, to buy a commercial building, right? I did work in the travel agent industry and continue to do so still but I'm going to talk about that more in another video because I think some people might want to hear about that. And what's interesting is insurance, travel, real estate, a lot of these sales industries have similar vertical concepts. But we'll talk about the travel thing in another video. So what's the deal with the insurance industry and why did that lead me over to eXp? Well, the first thing I want to tell you is that the insurance industry is filled with Stone Age technology. If you work in real estate and you've never worked in another industry and you think that the technology available in real estate is limited, well, you might be working obviously with the wrong brokerage, right? You might also not have access or even be able to afford some of the technology. With the insurance industry, wow, some of the systems are archaic. Some of them are still DOS-based. Now, if you're not familiar with that, DOS is what came before Windows, right? Like that means text-based, no graphic user interface. Sometimes they like to put a little lipstick on the pig, as they say, and try to put some graphics on top of it. But can you believe in this era that they're still using software like that? Not everyone, but it's not that uncommon to see. The other thing is, it's rarely a forward-thinking industry. And many of the companies, probably due to costs and other visions that they might not share with some people, they are rarely forward-thinking. You don't see that many advancements in the technology. And in today's world, we need technology to do our jobs. And not just to do your job, you want to do it efficiently. You want to do it in a way that is easy for the client. It's good for you. You want it to be good for everybody and good for the company, right? So it's well known in the insurance industry that that industry is a late adopter of new technology. It's not unknown. It's pretty well known. That's a common thing that you hear. I've even looked it up on the internet before and I've seen articles about it. So the next thing that I want to talk about is I was going to say the word ugh before I say this, but that's going to be item number 2 that's troubling in the insurance industry, which is the customer service and the way it's done and what is required of the agents. This is a huge difference from what's required of a real estate agent. But no matter what industry you're in, you are going to need support. I know that a lot of people think that you can do everything by yourself, but you know you can't. If you're doing a real estate transaction, you're going to need escrow, you're going to need title, but you're going to need other things. You're going to need a transaction coordinator. You might need someone to help you with some forms, which is why I love that the mentor program that comes along with eXp for new agents as well. You might also just want some, I don't want to call it inspiration, but you might want some people who are working with you that will have tips and tricks and ideas that you can bounce off of them and that they can share with you, right? That's why choosing your sponsor is so important. And that's why I'm partially making these videos. So you'll know that when you join with me, David Baker, as your sponsor at eXp Realty, you're going to get access to my network. And my network is so valuable to me. What we have together is really special. Here's the thing about insurance. Finding back office support is quite difficult because one, not a lot of people are stimulated by the insurance industry. That's one issue. But also the commissions that you make are so low in many cases that bringing on people is not easy. And the thing is, you cannot necessarily do what you do with eXp, right? We can't start a transaction, send it over to the TC or the transaction coordinator, have them help work on it for you, right? eXp is giving us that opportunity. Now, depending where you live, you might have to pay the transaction coordinator, which is very common anyway, or they might have some on staff. It just depends on your location, your market, not where you live, but where you do business, right? So the cost of doing business is more difficult because of the complexities of needing support. You generally have to bring on your own support in insurance. And a lot of people who are solo practitioners, if you will, or solopreneurs in real estate are also trying to bring on all their own people. But with eXp Realty, I didn't need to do that. So I already had that experience, okay? Bringing on my own people, training them myself. Oh my gosh, it's so time consuming and difficult, and it might not even work out. It's taking away from what? It's taking away from your opportunity to do business as an agent. It's taking away from your sales time, right? And while customer service is important for you to do in some senses, like, be close with the client, be there for their needs, help them, give them some guidance, doing paperwork is not necessarily a good use of your time. If you're watching this video, I'd love to hear how much you love doing paperwork. I mean, I just can't believe that many people who are in the sales industry want to spend their time on paperwork. And joining eXp, seeing what the back offices have, was just a breath of fresh air. Number 3 on the list, okay? This is going to be the third item on the list, is that I was looking for a commission structure and a cap that were fair, reasonable, and met my needs. Now, coming from the insurance industry, I feel that I already had a good concept of how commission structures work, how commission splits work. That's often part of the cap in real estate, right? And I also understood the channels of distribution. And I learned this from both insurance and from the travel business, both of which are similar. So I wanted to find a reasonable commission split, a reasonable cap, and I wanted to make sure that I had opportunities to expand based on how much I would be making, what percentage of the revenue I would get, and things like that. So after doing a lot of research and really being solicited by quite a few people, I found that eXp had a fair split, a reasonable cap, and once the cap was met, gave me opportunity to expand into something bigger, like being an eXp icon agent. These types of things really, really got my attention. And that was a key thing, obviously. I mean, you work in sales to make money, right? To earn revenue. Number 4 thing I was looking for, well, that was opportunities for additional revenue from other sources. And that's part of why I make these videos. That's part of why I think I really wanted to join eXp as well. And in this case, that is, well, there are several factors, right? You've got something that you're probably aware of, which eXp gives you, stock or stock options on your first sale. And next is the fact that you can bring in other people underneath you and you get a revenue share, but they don't have to give up part of their revenue. So you get a share of being paid when they make a sale, but they still get their commission. I mean, that's amazing, right? The CEO, he had the vision where he built this structure so that he would have more money to share with the agents. The agents are, in my mind, the most important people. They bring in the business, they support the business. Now, obviously, the clients are the most important people in any business, but what I'm talking about is, revenue specific and the people who are actually, at the company or independent contractors or employees, things like that. So the agents are number 1. I don't know if I'm too excited when I'm talking about this, but I just want to tell you so much about what I'm thinking. I had all these experiences, right? Working in an industry that required a ton of me taking my time to provide support, customer service, client service, training, all of these different things. I had this experience where I couldn't focus on my sales because there was so much time spent on paperwork and additional things that are involved in every transaction. It's just ongoing. I've learned from that experience. I knew about commission splits. I knew what I was looking for because obviously that's going to be a big factor in your revenue. And then I knew about technology and what was lacking. And I knew about finding a place, a home for me that was forward thinking, right? I want to move forward. Okay. I want this place that I place my real estate license to be there for me. And I want them to be thinking about how they're going to constantly be improving the business, and then I'm going to get to participate in that, right? I get to use the new tech, the new services, the new marketing, whatever it is. I love the forward-thinking aspect. That is really crucial for me too. So, knowing all those things and comparing different places, I mean, you could go to a lot of different brokerages, right? But what makes them different? What are they offering, right? You could just put your license anywhere, but are you getting something for it? Are you getting a value? After being solicited, after doing my research, I said, okay, I figured out what was right for me. So we've talked about the commissions. We've talked about the support they provide. That's awesome. The thing that I love next was that it is a cloud-based company. If you're not familiar with what that means, it means that they're not focused on having physical locations. They don't have brick and mortar agencies everywhere. You don't drive down the street in every community and see someone hanging their shingle on the door and saying, I'm here, I'm open, just walk in. Let's sell your house. Let's go buy a building together. No, this is a cloud-based place, meaning it's digitally based. You've got this virtual campus, which is a place you can go to ask questions to real people. You have huge resource libraries. You can communicate in rooms for your state, like if you're working, say, in Nevada, Tennessee, Ohio, Nebraska, wherever you are, California, Nevada. I had to say Nevada twice because, I love Nevada. What's so cool about this is that no matter where you are in the country, and even more so where you are in the world these days, you can get online, you can go to your place and talk about what you need. You get answers from real people, which is so cool, right? Along with the 40 to 50 hours a week of live trainings they're doing, you go into this virtual campus, and if you have a question about all kinds of things, transactions, paperwork, people you're sponsoring, you can speak to someone. You move around a little bit, you can use your voice, you can type. It's very cool. And you know what I like? That it's available when I need it. Okay, we've got support from brokers, night brokers. We've got the weekend brokers if we have questions. There's so much stuff available. It's just, I feel like I'm getting a real value. And then I needed that, right? I wanted to have people to support me so that I can focus on growing my business. The other thing is, once I saw that was available, that's when I realized something that was so crucial to me was going to be easier for me to do. I wanted a business that I could scale. Right? I'm looking for scalability. I don't just want to grow in a linear way where you kind of move up and make a little bit more here and there. I'm trying to grow exponentially, right? I don't want to grow very, very slowly because I'm held back by something, right? By lack of support, by technology. I want to be able to go parabolic, right? So instead of growing just like this, let's go like this. And eXp Realty gives me that opportunity. They've got, like I said, the revenue share, the ability to bring people in, be their sponsor. And that for me was the big thing. I combined all those things I was looking for because what was my goal? My goal was to be able to grow my revenue, grow my business, and to help other agents. Why do I want to make videos, right? Well, obviously I want to bring in agents, yes, because there's revenue sharing. That's not a secret. But that's just part of it for me, okay? I've already been in business for a long time. I've been in multiple businesses for a long time, right? We talked about insurance. We talked about travel. I've done quite a few interesting things that involve sales. But now I don't want other people to have the hard times that I had with certain things. So I want to help new agents. I want to help current agents. And yeah, it's nice to be rewarded financially for that, but I do want to help people. I love it. Sometimes people make fun of me because they hear me on the phone and they think I'm spending all my time just helping someone. I'm not really doing business, but I like it. I love it. I like helping people. I want you to be successful. I want everyone to be successful. I want them to have the tools, resources, and opportunities I have. And that's why I wanted to tell you about what I've been through, where I'm going, and why you should come on board with me. So I want people to get access to the software. I want people to get access to the people so that you have what you need to close your deals, to get your business done, and to make everything smooth and easy. And most importantly, I think I want people to have access to my network. That's my network of resources. This is, the value that I want to bring as a sponsor for you at eXp Realty. I want to give you access to my resources and my network of people. The people who are in my line, my upline, and people who are in below me, there are top producers. There's a top real estate coach in there. There's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, real estate agency owner in the country. This is the circle that I want to be in. And I want you to experience the circle, because what you get is so much more than just sitting at home or being out in the field doing sales or just joining any old place. Here's the thing. That 18 years of experience I'm talking about, every time I talk about having worked in another industry for almost 18 years, I realize that life moves fast. It's hard for me to believe that I have been working in sales for 18 years. Okay, it's time goes so fast. So what do we need to do? We need to maximize it, right? You want to work hard, play hard, but you want to do it efficiently so that you can spend more time on the playing. So eXp gave me these opportunities. That's why I want to talk to you about it. And that's why I want you to reach out to me about joining eXp. So it's very easy. Okay, you can send me an email, send me a text message. Maybe you can send me one of those one-handed text messages, which I'm not an expert at yet. If you're left-handed, let's go this way. You can schedule a call with me at the link in the description. And before you finish this video, make sure, of course, that you tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell. Now, I can't wait to hear from you, and I'm going to see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.